What to Play presents 25 of the best Xbox One titles this early 2021, all arranged by PlayScore. To check out our full list, visit our website at whattoplay.com. You can also take part in our rankings by leaving reviews of the games that you played. If you want to become part of our growing community, we have a Patreon page. Check it out. Link in the description box below.
Why does she keep resisting like that? Only our methods differ. We have the same goal. We both fight the plague.
Starting off at number 25 is A Plague Tale: Innocence. Opening our list is a sombering reminder of the Dark Ages. It's an adventure game that doesn't hesitate to break our hearts when it comes to its emotional moments. With an emphasis on stealth, maneuvering across the chaotic kingdom of France is a challenge from start to finish. A play score of 8.70. At number 24 is Dishonored 2. A big leap from its already strong first outing, Dishonored 2 takes us once again into its gloomy plague-infected alleys. A game with a strong focus on stealth, this sequel takes its new lengths, rewarding experimental and creative ways to take down your targets. Stylish and brutal, it gets a play score of 8.75. Landing to number 23 is Titanfall 2. Respawn's fast-paced first-person shooter is all about that power fantasy. Calling down a massive mechanized titan from the air is a sight to behold. While the player base isn't as large as it was before, its online modes still offer a taste of the good times. A play score of 8.77.
Be careful. They'll be looking for you.
Coming into number 22 is Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Before we get tortured by vampire witches in Village, we go back to the journey that started it all. A soft reboot of the famed survival horror series, 7's first-person perspective gives it a more chilling atmosphere. A play score of 8.77. 21 is The Outer Wilds. Not to be mistaken with Obsidian's Outer Worlds, this other science fiction indie trip is best played blind. It feeds on player curiosity and it encourages exploration from the far reaches of its unknown universe. It's sometimes haunting, and its charming music and the cast of characters carries so much weight. A play score of 8.77. The 20th spot is Sonic Mania. It's simply the best Sonic game to date. It gave life to the dwindling quality of Sonic games in recent years. It fixes most of the issues from its old titles and adds a modern touch that's well suited to its growing audience. A play score of 8.81. 19 is Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Lara Croft's modern reboot gave us a raw and personal story that was never present in the old games. This definitive edition is the best way to experience Lara's first spelunking trip. It's brutal, gorgeous, and full of potential, which resulted in 2 sequels. A play score of 8.84. At number 18, we have What Remains of Edith Finch. An indie project that touched the hearts of many, Edith Finch is an emotional roller coaster that demands an open mind to be fully immersed. As a walking simulator, it involves exploring every nook and cranny to understand each of the game's multiple character arcs. A play score of 8.90. 17th spot is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. One of the many Xbox system selling titles, Valhalla is the latest of the commercially successful Assassin's Creed series, and it takes us to the Viking era. Its open world is respectable, but its copy and pasted mechanics from previous titles are a cause for concern for these annual releases. A play score of 8.91. Coming to number 16 is Dark Souls 3. The quote-unquote final Dark Souls entry really went with a bang. 3 steered the Soulsborne genre in the right direction. While it did have some minor flaws, it was a stellar ending to the award-winning series from Miyazaki. The only thing we need now is Elden Ring. A play score of 8.91. Number 15 is Gears 5. Microsoft's staple franchise next to Halo. Gears 5 was the best-looking action game that's exclusive to their family of systems. It's a fun game when you're into the shooty aspect of it. It has a play score of 8.92. Number 14 is Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. Kojima's final Metal Gear game before getting kicked out of Konami. While its story is a tad bit lacking for Kojima standards, it was a masterclass in game design, notably with its emergent stealth gameplay and optimized Fox engine. A play score of 8.93. 13th spot is Doom Eternal. Doom Guy returns, and this time he's taking his rampage to Earth. Eternal retains its satisfying moment-to-moment first-person shooter action and adds a ton of new mobility for those who found the first game slow. Become a one-man army and purge the planet of demons. A play score of 8.94. At number 12 is Mortal Kombat 11. Your dad's favorite fighting game might be your favorite one now. MK11 hits all the right spots for casual and veteran fans. It's accessible and easy to play when you're just in it for the victory and gore. Just recently, they added a fan favorite Melina to the roster as DLC. Oh, and John Rambo. A play score of 8.94. To the number 11 spot is Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. From the PC to the consoles, Divinity is Larian Studios' crowning jewel and a testament to their love of tabletop games. Original Sin 2 evolved in ways we didn't even expect. It revamped most of the clunky features of the original and dived deeper into characters and storylines. A play score of 8.94. Top 10 is Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. With only 2 points ahead from Will-o'-the-Wisps, The Blind Forest felt like magic when played for the first time. It's a gorgeous platformer that balances tense Metroidvania gameplay and emotional storytelling. Admit it, you'd shed a tear too. A play score of 8.96. 9th place is Nier Automata Become as Gods Edition. The ultimate Nier Automata experience, this edition contains everything we need for that sweet existential dread Yoko Taro has in store for us in this game. This includes skins and additional story modes to flesh out our favorite team of androids dreaming of electric sheep. A play score of 9.
Everyone has a certain skill they bring to the table. Some people are like you, charging in headfirst without a thought.
Our number 8th spot belongs to Yakuza Like a Dragon. Another Yakuza game means more crazy Japanese shenanigans. In Like a Dragon, its risky shift to turn-based combat somehow slowed the game's pace, but the amount of content around its sprawling JRPG-based environments is sure to satisfy new and old fans of the series. A play score of 9.03. Here at number 7 is Fallout 4. Despite the company's controversial anti-consumer practices, Bethesda's Fallout 4 was a fantastic open-world RPG that continued the series' radioactive roots. The magic is still there, although the downgrade from its once fascinating player choices did cause some players' eyes to roll. At least the mods are great. A play score of 9.09.
Claire, wake up!
After you.
Gee, thanks.
Coming in at number 6 is Resident Evil 2. The OG survival horror deserves a remake, and boy did Capcom do a magnificent job. More than just a visual overhaul, this remake adds new layers to both Leon and Claire. It's still downright terrifying, and Mr. X's relentless footsteps still haunt us to this day. A play score of 9.12. At number 5 is Grand Theft Auto 5. Los Santos is still alive and kicking, and the controlled chaos is just around every corner. GTA 5 may be Rockstar's most long-running game to date, but replaying Trevor, Franklin, and Michael's stories make it feel like it was just yesterday. A play score of 9.16. Number 4. Horizons is Forza at its most versatile, and its open-world gameplay has become a staple of Microsoft's prize racing series. It provides racing enthusiasts with a haven for arcade enjoyment and the simple joys of driving in its vast fictionalized Great Britain. A play score of 9.16. Third place is Inside. It's been almost 5 years since Playdead gave us Inside, and to this day, part of its haunting journey is still etched in our minds. When an indie game makes it to our top 3 games, you know it's something special. Inside Like Outer Wilds is best played blind, a play score of 9.19. Number 2, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Man, Witcher 3 was something else. CD Projekt Red really set their own bar with this one. Geralt of Rivia's adventures in this dark fantasy was packed with surprises, some disturbing while some hilarious. A play score of 9.22.
You have got to keep faith. They will not crush us.
And our best Xbox One game of early 2021 is Red Dead Redemption 2. We said it once and we'll say it again. Red Dead 2 is the gold standard when it comes to open world games. Arthur Morgan and his roving band of lawless buddies felt like real people with real problems. From the moment you ride on your horse, you can pretty much do everything a cowboy can do from there on. A play score of 9.37. Before we end our video, we thank these What To Players for supporting our channel through Patreon. For just $1, you can have your name plastered on our video and get exclusive What To Play rewards. Become a certified What To Player and visit our Patreon page, link below.